Hello out there, YouTube and Twitch universe. This is the best channel on any platform ever invented. How you doing? Just realized I messed up the title. I'm going to fix it later in editing, so don't worry. So if y'all comment now, don't worry, I'll fix it later. Because I don't know what the hell you're wearing, apparently. How you doing, everybody? I just realized, we got the World Cup going on, and I already missed two USA games. I thought the World Cup just started. It's been on for the last week or two. USA plays Turkey tonight, so I'm going to try to stay up for that. That's 10 o'clock. I don't even know why it's on at freaking 10 o'clock. Now, the game's in Los Angeles, but so that must mean they're kicking off at like 8. So they got to get to their prime time audience. All right, well, we're gonna wait for the millions and millions of Field Guys fans. There's about 1.2 million out there. So we're gonna wait around until the fans pop in, and I can pop open my nice toasty beverage of choice, figure out what it is, but could be anything. That's some good thingamajig. There's a city in North Dakota called North Platte. I think it was North Dakota. You got your Ville Platte, you got your North Platte. Don't be confused. There's only one Platte. Well, you can call it Plate if you want, but I just call it Platte. So we're gonna wait for all the jet setters and tread setters to pop in and have the time of their life. This is probably the highlight of the day in most people's lives, to come on my stream and listen to my nonsense. If you believe that, then I'm the Pope. But hey, the Saints got the Pope. Speaking of the Saints, the greatest football team in the NFL 2026. How about that ass whooping we're going to give the Lions in week 1? Sorry, not sorry, Zanron. Ass whooping of the century. Yep, hanging 60 on the line. Sorry. Gotta say it. Not sorry one bit. We might even we're not going to shut the Lions out. We'll give them a few points. It might be 63-14 or some shit. We'll let them feel at home and give them a few, even though we're on the road, we're going to give them a few charity points, give them a couple touchdowns, garbage touchdowns late in the fourth quarter to make them feel happy and special. So, actually, I saw where one of the Lions players may go to prison. So, hey, that works for us. The whole team can go to prison. We're good. We'll win by default. Shit. That's all good and dandy. So, I can't wait for that week 1. There's 80-something days, 83 days, 82 days, something like that, regular season. Probably 85, 80, I don't know. Anyway, regular season coming in September. We're whooping some Lion ass. So, there you go. So, yeah. That's going to be a 1-0. We're going to start season 1-0. That's right. I don't think we're going to lose many games this year. Probably go like 11-6, 12-5. Pretty confident in my team. Shit, they don't lose. No. Shuck, year 2? You kidding me? Woo. Man, the greatest quarterback in NFL history is tutoring our quarterback right now. Hell, and he's actually listening. Has to the other quarterbacks who got tutored from Drew Brees that just apparently were too good to listen to the GOAT and said, nah, screw that, I'm going to do my own thing. And what did they do? They ain't got nowhere and did nothing. So, you got the greatest quarterback in all time sitting in your locker room as a consultant or whatever the heck he is, giving you information. Soak that shit up. Soak it up. Listen what this man says. He's watching the games. He's doing the games. listen to what this man says and go out there and win a Super Bowl or 2 or 6. You know, I mean, Drew Brees should have had at least 3 rings. We got screwed. So, we got screwed. So, I hope Tyler Shuck leads us to about 3 or 4 Super Bowls, and then we whoop some booty. So, year 2 begins against Detroit, and I'm sorry, but they're going down. They're going down faster than the hooker, taking blow. So, there we go. That's for future reference. We got to get that out of the way. So it's I think today's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Tomorrow is June 26th, 2026. I'm looking at a calendar. Tomorrow is 6/26/2026 or 6/26/26. That right there is a rare date. I might even do a live stream commemorate that. Maybe. Or if not, we'll get somebody. I mean, well, I know Friday nights that's Sticky night, but hey, sometimes I gotta do what I gotta do to survive to get my channel off of life support. So, you know, we all can't be making money like the finer people on the YouTube universe land, whatever you want to call it. There we go, New Orleans, the greatest city in America, in the world. Cat 73 in the building. Let's see. Go Saints. And Lions getting their ass whooped in week 1. I'm just going to keep saying that repeatedly because I don't care. So, I think it's going to be like 63-14. Ass whooping in the century. That's right. Lions are going to be crying. They're going to start the season 0-1 and go, what am I going to do now? Yes, the Vikings do suck. Yes, they do. They've always sucked. Although I really don't have anything against the Vikings. I mean, they're taking LSU's best player, Jordan Jefferson, and just ruining his career. I mean, we need Jordan Jefferson on the Saints. And you put the 2019 LSU team on the Saints, we ain't losing a damn football game. So, yeah. When Elvis came on here, that was his team, the Vikings. And we always told him the Vikings sucked. So he probably still listens to these streams. You know, can't say anything or do anything, but he probably still hangs around, maybe. I don't know. But Vikings do suck. San Ron would agree that the Vikings suck. But the Vikings really ain't on it. They're in the NFC, but they're not in the division. Oh. Well, they're division rivals. That's why. So, the Vikings suck. The Lions suck a little less, but at least for 1 week. At least in week 1. You know, me and Zanron, we friendly talk trash about whose team's better. And I know my team's better, obviously. So, I ain't got nothing to worry about. But, yeah, just you know, that's why I'm telling you. Yeah, you tell Elvis the Vikings suck. You tell him Field Guy said the Vikings suck ass and they ain't going to win a game this year. And then you tell Zanron the Saints are a superior team and the Lions are going down in week 1. You know, it all equals out. I think we might play the Vikings this year. I don't remember. But if we do, we'll whoop their ass too because they suck. So there you go. They are terrible. Hootie hoo, it's Tiger Jet in action. Tiger Jet, sir, where have you been? I have not seen you stream in like 2 or 3 decades. Where the heck have you been? Unless I missed you last night or wait, what day is it? Unless you streamed Tuesday, I retired. What is this retiring? I was not notified of this. When was this? When did you retire? I'm sitting here going on your stream, waiting for you every Tuesday, and you hadn't been on. I'm like, what the heck's going on? Are you retired? How am I not notified of this? We got to keep the Who Dat Nation informed here. Nobody has told me this. I'm very disappointed. 2 weeks ago, it's been longer than 2 weeks. I haven't seen one of your streams in about 2 months. Every time I went on, you wasn't streaming. I announced it on stream. Well, nobody told me. I went in there every Tuesday. I went in there every Tuesday, and I never seen you on. I was like, he's not on. Okay, he's not on. Okay, he's not on. Okay. So I'm disappointed. Well, not now that you're apparently retired, you need to get your butt on my stream, on my panel one time. Semi-retirement. But no, during Saints season, you have to come out of retirement and do a thing on Sunday or something. You know? Because I'm telling you, it's something like that. Yeah, dude. Hey, you got to make up for all the Tuesdays you missed. So I got about 47 live streams sitting in the back right there. At least. That's right. You should go live after the Saints games. Like I did a couple years ago. You know, do a special show on like Sundays or Mondays, just during football season. If that's all, you know, if that's all you want to plan on doing is just during football season and take the other 8 months off, then hey, you know, it's all good. But I figured something was up because I'm sitting there on Tuesdays and I'm like, no Tiger Jet. I'm like, what? Nobody told me anything. So I'm just like, okay. I hadn't seen Casio. I hadn't been on Stoney's stream because, you know, there's really no point to go on Stoney's too much anymore. I'm just like, okay, I never heard any of this. But I don't know. I must have missed this. I was not notified. But hell, one of my cab drivers passed away. He's supposed to pick me up a couple weeks ago and never picked me up. And I found out yesterday he passed away. On that day, on that morning that he was supposed to pick me up, that I missed work. So I guess you never know what God's got in it for you. I'm not a religious person per se, but I do believe certain things. I do believe the Saints are the greatest football team ever on planet Earth and probably other planets. I do know that the Saints are going to take down the Lions in week 1, probably around 63-14. Sorry, Zanron, but, you know, I got to say that. Got to rep my team. I told that to Mr. Jerry. I think he agrees. Mr. Jerry always agrees. Who Dat Nation's got to agree. But yeah, see, with my job, I don't care. I'm trying to retire permanently from whatever because I don't feel like doing it. Family, don't have much of that anymore because they all went their separate directions, and half of them don't. 3/4 of them don't talk to me anymore, and the other one just don't want to anyway. So, and yeah, we never did do the meet and greet. So, Mr. Black's in the building. I know I've seen you on Wayne's. I think. I'm guessing your cat's friend. I always stick that 5-minute interval in there, but when anybody says yo, I go oi, oi. I like to mess it around, but man, that is some like shocking news. I wish Mr. Tiger Jet well, of course, but I just can't. I can't. Every Tuesday was Tiger Jet Day. Now I'm sad that. Oh, okay. I'm sad that we have one less Who Dat Nation streamer on a regular day. Now, if you keep streaming every so often, I'm good. Because I was like going on Tuesdays, like, what's going on here? I mean, apparently I missed all of this, and I was 2-3 weeks ago. Apparently I missed it. I don't know. But where am I going to use my Fuck the Falcons hashtag now? I'm gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna have to get Casio to make me a mod. I don't even think I'm a mod in this channel. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this nonsense out. But aren't you the person from North Carolina? I could be wrong, but Wayne likes to get everybody's info from every single angle. I'm just like, hey, welcome in, great. But, no. Well, at least I know, Tiger Jet, at least you're going to be doing them lupus streams. I'm pretty sure you're going to be streaming for that still. So, it ain't a total loss. Oh. Who was from North Carolina? Somebody said they were from North Carolina. North Carolina is not in the South. It can't be. It's got North in the title. I don't know. Oh. Well, it's all good. It's all good, I guess. But let's see. I'm waiting for my co-host to pop up. He might still be sleeping. But Mr. Cajun Coin Hunter, I sent him a text earlier. Live in Tornado Alley. Well, Tornado Alley's moving towards us now, apparently. So, apparently the tectonic plates, because Louisiana was never to Tornado Alley. Now, apparently it's now, and then all of a sudden we're getting earthquakes, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is happening to my state? We always used for hurricanes, but now we're getting tornadoes and earthquakes. Like, what the hell's going on here? I don't know. Somebody said they're from North Carolina. I don't consider that the South because it's got North in front of it. Tell North Carolina to become South Carolina Part 2. You got South Carolina and South Carolina 2, and then and then we'll do it that way. Well, I don't need to know your info. I thought you were the person that said North Carolina. I don't ask info. None of my business anyway. But Kansas ain't the South. There's 8 states in the South, and then we give Virginia a okay, but there's like 8 or 9 states in the South. I don't even really consider Texas the South because, I don't know. But, I mean, you got Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. I guess you can consider Arkansas and then Tennessee. Pretty much the teams that make the SEC conference, Southeastern Conference. Oklahoma, that's the enemy. Now, Oklahoma the Sooners, not the state, but the football team decided to jump into SEC, so they're like rivals now. But Oklahoma, I wouldn't consider the South. That's part of the Midwest. But I mean, technically, they're in the Sooners are in the SEC, so I guess Oklahoma's the South now. I don't know. I've never been to Oklahoma. I stay in my zone. Well, they got the what you call it? Yeah, Oklahoma's in the Central Time Zone. F the SEC. What is this? Wait. What is your team? Well, Rudy Yeti, what is your team? Do you have a football team, or are you just screwing around? I mean, I would say F the SEC minus LSU, because LSU is my team. Go Tigers. The original Tigers. Screw Auburn and Clemson and Missouri and all this other crap. The LSU Tigers. Speaking of LSU Tigers, ladies and gentlemen, I have my special guest. You know him, you love him. Actually, you might not know him. A few of y'all don't know him, but y'all gonna meet him. Wait a minute. No, I don't want to copy. Wait, hold on. Kansas State. Oh, okay, there ain't nothing wrong about Kansas State. Oh, I hit invite guest. Anyway, here's my co-host, Miss Cajun Coin Hunter, a.k.a. Boudreaux.
What's up? I'm on a meeting. Uh-oh. I got my microphone.
You got your mic way over there.
Yeah, I did. What's up there, Mona? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Resting after work. Work kicked my butt.
I hear you. What's up, Cat? How you doing? Yeah, keep. Yep. Cat and Mike the Tiger would get along over in Death Valley.
The pitch is where he eats the steaks as the opponents.
LSU used to come and get our Tiger from the truck stop, Tiger truck stop. They'd come and pick up our cat, which was Shere Khan. And for when Mike the Tiger was sick, nobody knew the difference.
Nah, they all Bengal Tigers, they're all pretty much the same.
Now, if you were a fan of Mike the Tiger, a big fan, and if you came to our place a lot, you could tell the difference because Shere Khan, well, that was a female, and Mike was a male, supposedly. And they had a certain little stripe on her chest or her breast right there. A certain little black stripe. That, if you knew her and Mike, you knew that wasn't that tiger. If Mike was sick and somebody else took its place. So the vet just come over and put a dart in her. She laid down and had a little gurney with wheels. What they would do, they'd feed her. And feed her right there by the gate. Not a normal spot for her feet. And then when they shot it took effect just about immediately. And it wasn't felt. She never felt it. All she did was just like slump, and that was it. She was out.
That's the only way you can get them nowadays.
The only one.
I think we're on Mike the Tiger. I think we're on a Mike the Tiger 7, I want to say. 7? Yeah. I think so.
Do they still have Mike over there? LSU still has Mike?
Yeah, they got him in the cage right in front of the stadium. What they do during game days, they feed them raw meat. They put the raw meat, like if it's Auburn, they'll make it in the shape of Auburn. If it's Ole Miss, they'll make it. And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm hungry for so-and-so today." They did that last couple of years. Live mascot. Now, whether or not it's an actual Mike or a Miss, I don't know, but it's called Mike, so.
Oh, I see. What's that? Yeti, what's up?
Yeah, Kat's brought a few of her friends over. They were going on Wayne's channel for a while. And Wayne's doing the karaoke effect machine. And I'm like,
that's what that was yesterday. When was it? Day before yesterday, I think, or yesterday. It was day before yesterday. I'm trying to think. Yeah, he was up and Cat was there, and he started talking. Right, I had said hello to everybody, and he started talking, and no audio. So I said, "You muted or something?" I typed that in. I said, "You muted," and he was like, "No, I'm not muted," or whatever. I could read his lips saying, "I'm not muted." And then couldn't find out. But anyway, he was. You couldn't hear him. Then when he did hear him, he had his echo machine on, sound card. He had showed it to me a
Yeah,
while back. It's a little box about like that. You know, it's a sound card. Everybody, you know, that's his nickname, a sound card. It's got, it comes with a microphone. Gleason's got one. And it comes with
that's the
the
karaoke
applause
machine.
and all that kind. You could just about do a recording now, okay, of like being a DJ and playing some music or whatever. But anyway, his echo was on. I'm like, man, you got an echo. No, I don't.
I was telling him that too. I was telling him that last night when he was in my stream. Last 2 or 3 days, he goes, how's my thing? And you hear an echo, and I go, pigs in space. He's like, oh. Yeah, I don't know if you ever got that joke, but I'm just like, he's like, oh, I turned it off.
Mr. Black,
Was you carrying?
how you doing?
Was you carrying dog food in your shorts? There's a reason why dogs follow humans. You must have been carrying steaks in your shorts again.
Man, I had a pork
Maybe
chop
you don't.
tied around the neck.
Yeah, that would get something going on. That would get something. But
I remember riding at Dangerfield. He said, man, I was so homely and, you know, I wasn't one of the regular guys growing up. Yeah, my mama had to tie a pork chop around my neck so the dog would play with me.
yeah, Cat told me you were cheating on petting other dogs. Oh, he smelled that other dog and he said, up, dog. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of dog, wait, let's see. Johnny's here.
She didn't hear you.
See, Johnny's here. She must be sleeping or something.
She is.
Oh, well, I'm not going to wake her up.
Today I needed to get Missy's attention. She was on the recliner there and she was watching a movie. And I hollered at Bebe. I said, go get Mama. I said, go get Mama's attention. Boy, she came out there, ruff, 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 ruff. And she went by the chair, ruff, ruff. And she looked at me. You know, Belly's there. Bebe. She looked at me and Missy turned toward me. She said, you want me? I'm like, yeah. Come here.
That works.
I gave Bebe a treat. You know, she knows that now when I say go get Mama's attention, and she knows she'll get a treat.
Yeah, I heard he does the softball. I'm gonna throw. Here's what you should. Yeah, yesterday I was calling a fake game on here. I was just messing around, and I said, yeah, wouldn't it be nice? He took the softball and you start beaming everybody like one, strike 2, strike 3. Them pesky tornadoes. Apparently, Illinois is the capital of tornado land this year. They had a tornado down here last week when we had that bad weather. I just happened to be off that day. And I turned on the news, and they had one off the Twin Span, and they have a camera on the Twin Span.
Really?
And people, yeah, they have a camera on the Twin Span, and they were going back and forth. I don't know. I think it's the front part. And people were going on the bridge, and they were turning around on the median on the side, and it was cop leading them. Most of the people pulled off on the side, and they showed the bridge, and you could not. There was zero visibility, and this was like 6:30 in the morning. So but it was that day when it was pitch black and everything. They had 2 confirmed tornadoes down here, where I'm at. 2 of them confirmed, and they killed one of them killed like 3 people.
They had a few. Homer had one. Man, there's the people talking in that neighborhood right there. There was one guy says, well, that part, now this, they were showing his roof. Part of his roof was gone. And the other part, like, I don't know, 2/3 of his roof was still there. And 1/3 of the roof, he said, there's the other part of my roof over there. My neighbor's down there, and the camera zoomed, they had to zoom in. And that was his roof. And I recognized the construction. And I made a comment about it. I said, The reason why the rest of that roof is on there is just the way it's built. I said roofs are not built like that anymore. And which, it wasn't a direct impact of a tornado because his house wouldn't have been there. So, but still in all, if he didn't had a regular roof, like a modern, the way they build a roof nowadays, the whole roof would have been gone. The house would have been saved, but the whole roof would have been gone. Just because of the construction.
Those roofs to do
old time construction, man. 1x6, tongue and groove, Man, that boy, man, I remember days, and we do that on floor. That was the subfloor at one time. We're going catacorner across the floor joist, and then the ceiling joist, the underpin. Daddy always underpinned his ceilings, and that way you could staple the tile to. He didn't put 1x4 strips up lathing. He didn't put that. We just put plywood because we can walk anywhere in that attic and not worry about falling through. So, anyway, he had a shrimp boat, a skimmer boat tied up behind his house. He lived on the bayou, and it was a bayou. I forget what neighborhood it was. So I don't know if it was Caillou, Caillou, or Big Caillou Bayou, or Bayou Delores. I don't know which one of the bayous that his boat was in. There's 3 right there at home. And they split off, going different directions. Big Caillou goes all the way out to the Homer Navigational Channel, which is a huge, deep, navigable channel for ships, big ships. They dredge that out. Good fishing hotspot down there, too.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, I got
it on phone.
Ryan Hall, y'all, before I went took a nap. That was around 4, I think. Ryan Hall.
I got it on Fox Weather.
And Beaver County. I forget what state they were in. I know Arkansas. Northern Arkansas was being hammered. I forget where that Beaver County, Missouri, maybe.
Well, I'm looking at Fox Weather right now, and they're talking about the rain in Wichita and Oklahoma City, and Kansas City's getting hammered, and they got it St. Louis, like all that section.
They had a bunch of tornado chasers, and they was watching one, the big mother ship, the alien mothership. They were watching that, that big shelf cloud. They were watching that one form up, and it turned into a tornado.
It don't take much. It's just got to get rotation.
Right. Oh, yeah. They knew this one. Them storm chasers were there. They knew that was going to be the spot to be at, that one. And sure enough, them guys know, them tornado chasers. They know what they're doing. They experienced in weather. And, a couple of them experienced in death now because they were unalived by a tornado. That was, that was news back then. I mean, people still talk about them 2 guys or 3 guys. There might have been 4 of them in that car. Anyway, it picked up that car. They was almost to a safe spot, a culvert, where they could have got down under the, even with the ground in that big canal, big ditch.
Yeah.
And, but the tornado got them. It was a rain wrapped and all that. And I guess they didn't realize they were heading straight for it. It picked up the car, and I don't know if they ever found the bodies. It was 4 guys. It was 4 guys. The panhandle. Well, let me see. There ain't too many panhandles. Well, they do have a lot of them, but famous panhandles. I know you're not in Florida. Could be in Texas, because a lot of that weather's up north, Arkansas and all that. Let's see. Oklahoma has a panhandle, a small one. And the weather's over in that area. It's not in Idaho. Idaho has a panhandle. So, and Louisiana has a panhandle. It's called the Florida parishes.
We have a panhandler where I stick out my hand and go, give me some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't think they ever found them guys, them bodies. They found the car. The car was a ways away. They picked it up and took it.
And they flung them somewhere. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Tornadoes this year. Okay, EF3 and 4 tornadoes. I think they had my aunt had 2.5 feet of water. She got flooded in. The water got in the back porch. A little bit in the house, not too much, but got in the back.
In Kenner or
Bunky
in
got
Bunkit?
No,
Okay.
in Bunky.
Yeah, Bunkit. That's what I said.
You know,
Bunkit.
she's got those ditches. I don't know if you've seen the video. You got them ditches in the front, and on the other side, swampland. Where my aunt used to live, that used to be swampland in like the 50s and in the 40s and 50s. Because my uncle used to pirogue that way to get to school.
Right.
And when he was a kid, well, yeah, they got hit because it went through where y'all were, and then it kind of went boom, like right up in there. And there was some city that starts with a P that got 29 inches of rain. It set a state record. 29 inches of rain. No, it's up there. Something with a P right near in the middle.
Between me and your aunt?
Yeah, something up in that way. Something like Prairieville or something. Not. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Prairieville. That's right. That's north of me. Right north of me.
Yeah, I think that's what they said. I want to say they said Prairieville. And
like say, if I want to go to meet you at your aunt's, either I'll go up the road and turn it, go to Prairieville and then hook a right, and I'm straight toward Bunky. That's Highway 10. No, that's not.
Yeah, that got.
Or yeah, it is. No, it ain't.
You got 29.5 inches of rain in a 48-hour period.
Hell, I thought we held the record over here. We had 42 inches in 24 hours. Within the 24 hours.
They were talking about it on Fox Weather, because they show when they talk about Fox Weather, they show the Paragon. The Paragon is in Marksville, but they always put Mansura on the screen, right. and they show the Paragon. The whole parking lot was completely freaking flooded. Damn. But my aunt got home because they told her they wanted to put her up in the hotel. And, she didn't want to go in a hotel. So she got home. The wind and the force knocked the front bumper off, the back bumper off, and blew the engine out. She got home, and my cousin was like, "What?" My cousin's like, he's like, "Mama, your engine is sitting in the driveway." And she's like, "What?" So the force of the water after she parked it knocked off the bumper, the front bumper, the left bumper, was powerful enough to knock the engine out the car. The force of the current. So she put the car in the shop, and I seen pictures of it. This was right after 20 minutes after she drove it.
I bet you the mechanics didn't believe that story, because I'm not believing it. I'd have to see it to believe it.
I didn't see it, but my cousin took video of it, and he sent it to my mom. My mom showed me, and I'm like, the hell? I'm like, because the carport is against the house, so when you get the house is off the road by quite a bit, but it slopes down. You got the ditches, and you got the driveway, and it's a good portion from the road, but it flooded all of that. The current was coming from some river over there. There's some lake or river body of water somewhere back that way in the swamp. And it was going so fast that it's just like, and he showed me the video, and I'm just like, and sure enough, you could see the water was receding, and the engine is on the concrete. It's out of the car completely, and I'm like, my cousin's like, I've never seen that before. He works on cars. He goes, I've never seen that. Now, it just like tore the car up.
Where does he work on cars at?
Oh, he does it by himself. He's
Oh.
not licensed. That's how he makes his living. My cousin don't believe in jobs. He's like, working is for suckers. He goes, I don't work. But then he goes out, he makes money on his own, like doing cars and flipping stuff. He goes, I'm not paying any taxes. That's for suckers.
Oh.
So, but I was like, well, that's a good thing we went a couple weeks ago instead of last week. But my cousin was fixing his car, but he told me, he goes, well, shit. He goes, shit, Eunice is 45 minutes up the road. He goes, next time, he goes, if I wasn't fixing my car, I'd bring you right now. But he had to do an oil change and he had to put a transmission in. He goes, you come up next time. He goes, shit, if I'm here, I'll drive you up there right now.
Well, Miss will feed him good too. We'll pay for your gas.
Man, was my
And
cousin
feed him
thing.
good because he ain't never ate none of that food. He never ate none of that Ville Platte groceries.
Well, my cousin's very picky. He's very picky on what he eats. So
I tell you what, if Missy's cooking, when he walks in here, he's gonna say, "Where's my chair?"
Probably so, yeah. I mean,
Missy knows how to stink up a kitchen.
That ain't a bad thing either.
That's it.
But when I went to my aunt, she had well, what did we eat? Well, I don't eat sweet potatoes. She had sweet potatoes, and she had green beans with the bacon, like the casserole, and she had a few other things. Usually the roast. I think she had roast, and then she had roast, and then she had pork chops on another side, and there was something else she had. She always fixes. There's always food over there. She fixes stuff all the time, but it's just her and my cousin over there. So, but there's always grandkids or somebody over there. Yeah, I don't like sweet potatoes either. But going to my aunt's house, when you make that turn to go, when you get off and you go in the bunkie, they got that yam produce thing, and you turn right off. And when you hit that yam place, you make that turn. It's about 2 miles down the road. So when I see that yam thing, I go, oh, there it is.
Oh, sweet potatoes. Oh yeah, especially them Louisiana sweet potato.
Yeah, they got a place in it. It's a yam. It says yams, blah 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 blah. But it's when you make that turn, you go straight. You hit Cottonport.
Heisman.
No. It's before you hit that. You're still in Bunkie. You get to that intersection where they got that prison, and you keep going straight, and you hit Simmsport, Cottonport. Sims. That way, you turn right, and you go off the highway. It's highway. I want to say 59. I think 59, 50. I think 59, because my aunt lives off the highway, directly off the highway. I think it's 59. I could be wrong. And then you turn where that yam place is, and then you go about another 2 miles, and Oh, I love carrots. My eyesight's not the best. My eyesight's kind of failing. I got to get glasses pretty soon, but I've been needing them for a while. But it's like I'll wake up sometimes and my vision's blurred. I'm like, oh shit. It takes me a while for my eyes to work.
I like baby carrots. I know finger carrots about like that.
I can eat carrots.
I used to deal with Morgan County Seed Company out of Missouri. I think they was out of Amish people, and they sell seeds, man, for cheap. and I ordered an ounce, I think, or 2 ounces of baby carrot seed. Dude, I got a damn envelope, them seed envelopes. I got one about that tall,
Yeah.
about this wide, about that thick, about half full. I'm like, wow.
Jeez.
Like for $2 or something, $1.50, $2. And some lady, whatever, she was in our forum, the Bayou Gardener forum. And when I had took it over, not long after that is when Donald passed away. Donald Dakota. He lived not far from your aunt's. He lived on. He called it on the banks of Bayou de Grez, but he wasn't quite on the banks of it. Wasn't far from it though. He lived by Hamburger. You know where that's at? Right there by
You gotta give me a reference point. Well, when you get to my aunt's, if you keep going down that road, you pass that road where they got a golf course now. Well, they've had a golf course for a few years. They got a golf course, and then you keep going another, I don't know, a couple of miles, and you're into Hesmer.
Hesmer's a sweet potato country there, boy.
Oh yeah, the cops are crooked as hell too there.
I might flinch a little bit, bleep in and out.
Oh, yeah,
I'm messing with my mouth.
That happens. My uncle had a vegetable garden, but when he was alive, and then he passed away, and I don't think my aunt can't tend to it. My cousin don't, so I think they picked all the stuff off, and I think they plowed over it. I didn't go out there and look, but my uncle had all kinds of stuff growing. He had carrots, he had spinach, he had about 15 different things growing out there. He had a gate over it and everything, because right next to it's the woods. He was keeping the foxes and the all the damn animals out. But he was growing. He was growing some things.
It's right there by Morrowville.
Oh, I know where that is. Yeah.
And Simsport.
That's the other direction. Simsport's further. Simsport's like 10 miles the other way. About 10 miles.
Yeah, well,
maybe 7. Because you go straight for Simsport, but you turn off the highway to go to my aunt's. I want to say it's Highway 59. It's 50 something, I believe. I think it might even be 30 something. I don't remember what that part of the highway
is on one. Hamburg is on Highway 1, and the next town over when you're heading west is Morrowville, and then you got Mansura. Then you got Mansura.
Yeah, that's where they say.
Yeah. What festival they have in Mansura?
I don't remember.
It's not Cracklin. No, Port Barrett's the Cracklin Festival, I think.
They had something going on when I was going to my aunt's a few weeks ago. Crotch Springs had something because they had everybody on the side, and it was something with the Cracklin place, the big
Billy's Bootman Cracklins.
Yeah,
Billy's
they were doing something.
Cracklin.
They're building another one. My aunt told me they were building another one. I forget where. I think he said he's building one in Marksville or something, but he's building another one.
Okay. They got one in.
My aunt goes
the original was in Crotch Springs. Then he built a bigger one in Crotch Springs across that side street from the where it was, where they started off at. Then
Yep.
he bought Ray's out in Opelousas, Ray's Boudin. He bought that out under the condition that he would keep the original recipe for Boudin. He would keep that on the menu, on the board. He could sell his Boudin all he wanted, make Billy's Boudin. Billy could make his own and all that, but he had to sell so people could get, the option to have Ray's Boudin, because Ray was supposed to have the best Boudin in that area, and around. So that was the agreement. And then Billy built a new place right there behind Lowe's. And it wasn't far from the old place, because Billy bought it. And then Billy opened that new place, the big one, just like the one in Crotch Springs.
Yeah.
And then he's got one down there by Cancro somewhere, I think. Billy's is getting big, Boudin. It's getting huge, man, because they offer all them specialty meats, stuffed pork chops, stuffed Chaudin, stuffed ponce.
I've never been in there. I've passed by it hundreds
nice.
of times. I've never been in there, but my aunt, when she comes down
three
here,
more countertops and there, 3 more cashiers, because when it gets busy in there, there's a lot of room inside for waiting customers. But they need to get some more, because we went there. It was the Memorial weekend. I got a video when we was all at the camp playing music. When we left, we left on a Sunday. We left the day before Memorial Day, and it was busy as hell in there. I had to leave and go to ShopRite, to Bourbon Street Deli in Port Barry to get something to eat, and that's when I got me a shrimp po' boy. Hell yeah.
good con.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the same Bourbon Street Deli that's in Marksville too. That one you walked into one time, didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
I gotta get
went
some
there
coffee.
to get
I'll be right back.
cigarettes. My every time my aunt stopped there coming back home, my uncle wanted Boudin, so she always got the Boudin from him from there. So that's a good thing there. I'm trying to stay up to watch the USA soccer team play. I don't know why they got the damn. It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, why are they so late? They're playing the game in Los Angeles. But why is it 10 o'clock?
Because they 2 hours behind us. That's why. It's daylight for them, dark for us.
I figured that, yeah, but I didn't already know U.S. already played 2 games and won 2 games. I thought the World Cup started this week. Apparently it started 2 weeks ago or last week but they got, I don't know, 15, 20 various things, but USA is moving on. They're playing Turkey tonight. So we'll probably win that game. Turkey was already eliminated. But, I didn't ask my aunt what happened to my uncle's garden. I think they plowed over it because it was his garden. And he had all kinds of stuff in there. But he passed away a few years ago. So, now, my aunt is starting to get rid of a lot of things because she's doing a spring cleaning. And I told her, I said, I want the LSU stuff. Anything LSU that's in that house that you don't want, put it aside for me, and I will gladly take it. But one thing has been thrown away that I really, really wanted. And I don't know where it disappeared to, but they still have the Coca-Cola with the Saints that won the Super Bowl, the 2009 Coca-Cola. That's still on the shelf. But apparently, all the Cokes that my uncle had from LSU winning the baseball series, those aren't there anymore. Somebody got those. or they were thrown away, or they're not on the shelf anymore. And I asked my aunt about it. She had no idea where it went to. She goes, I didn't throw it away. Maybe somebody, maybe grandkids took it and drunk it. I don't know. But they ain't on that shelf anymore. And I wanted those. But
that's some old Cokes though. That would have been flat as all get out.
probably so. But I wanted those for the collector thing. But
Right,
they're not there anymore.
right.
My cousin does not drive that LSU truck, and when I went there, it was covered in it was underneath the carport, but it's covered in cobwebs. I said, "What the hell, man?" I told my cousin, I said, "What is this?" I said, "Dude, you gotta wash that damn thing." He goes, "I don't like." They gave it to him because he's a guy. Because my other cousins, they girls, they didn't want the truck. And he's like, "Oh, I don't really drive that truck. I have my van." He's only drove in that truck a handful of times since my uncle passed away. So he's just sitting in
no miles on it.
It only had, my uncle didn't drive it for the last 8 years of his life because he didn't really go in it. Well, 6 years. It's only got 6,000 miles on it. If that.
Damn.
And he's had it about 20 years. It was custom made. It actually came from down here. He paid, I think, like 70,000 for it. Maybe a little more than that. He had told me at the time.
Really?
But my uncle didn't really. My uncle really didn't. Huh?
I thought that was a truck that he had won as a prize.
I don't think
Lotto prize, scratch off. They had them trucks.
No, he bought it at a dealership.
Okay, but it's LSU or whatever, huh? Truck or
yeah, it's an LSU. You've seen it before. It's that truck. Yeah, he came down here. He came down here. He bought it at one of the dealerships, and it was it was one of 50,000 limited edition. They only made 50,000 of them, if I remember right. And he paid cash because he had his retirement. And it's got a certificate of authenticity and stuff. But when I went to my aunt's and I told them, I said, "What is this?" I said, "Dude, why are you letting cobwebs all over, like on the rear, like the passenger windows? They got cobwebs, the back's all cobwebs." And I'm like, "Dude, it's only been like 2 years. I mean, why is, he's got the tires flat on this thing?" And I'm like, man, I said, I wish I drove. I'd take that thing right off his hands. It's a Hemi. Yeah, I know. I mean, shit. 2000 and I want to say it's 2004, 2005.
Yeah,
it was right after we won the
miles on it. What they gonna do with it?
Well, they gave it to my cousin, but my cousin doesn't drive it. He used to.
Okay.
But see, my cousin doesn't have insurance on that truck. He has insurance on his van. So it's been sitting in the carport for the last year or 2 years since so I don't know what they're going to. They're probably going to sell it when my aunt passes away, even though she gave it to my cousin. My cousin's probably going to sell the damn thing. He's probably going to sell it for parts, more than likely.
I got off in the bayou there. I just seen the comment talking about a garden and all that. I was talking about the carrot seeds I ordered. Then I went off in the bayou with the bayou gardener and all that. Anyway, one of the gardeners from the forum emailed me and or it might have been on my Facebook or something. I don't know. Anyway, want to know if I had some carrot seed that I can get, because she was a school teacher and there was I think like second or third graders or something, and they had the little gardening area on the school ground, and I said, "Yeah, I'll send you a bunch of seeds." So I sent her. She wanted some carrot seeds because there was going to be in the fall, and because the new school year started and stuff, you plant carrots in the fall. I forget what area they were in, but you plant carrots at different times. But down here we do it in like well, we can do it almost all year round. You know, they won't do good in the heat. But I sent her like a pill bottle, a big one, full. But it was in an envelope, a seed envelope. And she was like, golly, man, I got enough carrot seeds for 20 years. Because they don't plant that much. And then she emailed some pics, you know, the kids, you know, when the plants started popping out the ground and all that. And then the final carrots. I don't know which email that was in. Probably my other one, my boo from my gardening channel, Boo Luket channel.
Who can't we see in chat? I always have mine on all messages. You know, I call it YouTube sabotage.
He's not currently because they always try. If that happens, you need to leave the live and come back in. Put it on. No, all you got to do is refresh the chat on top. If you're on a laptop or something, you'll see the live chat. You click it, and then it'll go to top chat, and then click it again and go back to live chat. That refreshes your chat. I used to have to do that when I was doing my coins, my silver wheels, and auctions especially. I had to refresh my chat because somebody, the auctioneer said sold, or I said sold, or whatever. I forgot. Anyway, it happened in my auctions, and I was like, sold to whoever, and they were like, that's what's bad about sniping too. You know, when people snipe, come in right at the last second, you know, and hit them over, that. You know. Yeah. You missed the other comment? Oh, okay. I'll get it here in a sec. Once in a while, it doesn't work if that happens. Okay, that's the one I was reading. Tap on the two lines between the X and the 75. X and 75. I have some seeds. Been in my freezer for years. That one. Container garden. Yeah, I used to have a big greenhouse out here. Big high tunnel. A lot of people call it a greenhouse. It's a big high tunnel. No green around it. Just the greenhouse film, which was clear. That stuff ain't cheap. But anyway. Shit, I done lost my place now. Damn it. Oh yeah, auctions. When I was I said sold to somebody, and they were like, no, what you call it came in right before the call, before the bell. I'm like, I see it after, and somebody said you might want to refresh your chat. So I did. I refreshed my chat. Sure enough, it was before the bell. So I had to give it to the other guy. It was the one that made it before that one. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you hear? This is on YouTube, and it was on. I read it on one. I think it was on Coin Week. They said last couple of years ago, they found a few 1965 silver quarters.
I believe it.
I don't know if you heard about that. Well, now, and this is verified, and it's going up to auction. It's on auction right now, and the price is up to $21,000. A 1966 silver quarter. 66. And it's already been verified, and it was graded. I forget where, and I read it. I read the article, and somebody did I saw it yesterday on YouTube. Someone says, "Can you believe this? 1966?" And I said, "No, that's fake." I'm typing in the chat, it's fake. And he's like, no, seriously. He's like, it was already graded, it was verified and everything. It's real. And I said, well, how the hell did you have 1966 quarter when they stopped making them in 64?
I know.
Well,
and it,
but
well, you know, in 65, they can blame it on, well, there was a couple of plancets that got caught in the hopper or whatever, and they came loose when the batch of new plancets would dropped in, and vibration and all that, and you know, the couple of silver plancets got involved in there. Well, if you go like more than a year, if you go like 66 and then 67, what was the condition of that core?
I don't remember. I want to say it was
it up there like AU or more, you know, BU?
Oh shit, I don't remember. It was in a sleeve. Google it. Google it on your side. I don't remember the condition, but I saw it yesterday.
Okay, now here's what I'm thinking. If that quarter is anything AU or above, okay, that means that plant work, the mint worker, okay, that means it was done on purpose, and he got that quarter out coming out of the press, okay.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
A lot of that stuff happened back then. Okay, there was a few quarters, silver plancets popped in the press, and they keeping an eye out for it because you know you can tell silver over Van Diem and you know that nickel. You can tell the difference between the silver color and the other ones because that silver one's in there. It's sticking out like a sore thumb. That was done on purpose if it's in that condition, high condition. Now, if it's in like G4, you know, or VG or whatever, you know, a low grade, then yeah, that had been in circulation for a long time. You know, years and years it's been in circulation. But if this comes up as a high grade, BU anything, it was done on purpose because that whoever had it held on to it for a long time for that reason because it was a silver 66.
I want to say that there was this guy. It was a YouTube video and it was recommended to me. It was some guy I've never seen him before. I don't even know if he's a coin. He must be a coin guy. I don't know. And you know, of course, he's in the foreground. And his whole head's taking up the screen. He's talking about this and he's showing the picture of the auction and. You could probably find the video on YouTube, and I'm just like 66 quarter. I'm like, nah, that sounds like a 1913 fee nickel there. Same scenario where they made them for family and snuck them out, and But I think they said it's still up for auction.
I see. This happens. Couch Collectibles, he put a video up 7 years ago.
No, I saw this video yesterday.
I know. I'm just letting you know what I see.
Yeah. It was, I don't even know the person's name. It was a short. And the title was something like 66. You won't believe this silver quarter or something like that. And I'm just like, okay. But it's some auction place, and it said 21,000.
Okay,
rich people will buy anything.
Here's Blue Ridge Silverhound. 3 months ago, he did a video on a top 5 coin in value, 60s quarter, 1966 quarter that can change your life.
That might have been a video. I don't know. But it wasn't the top 5. This video was like a short, and it was only talking about 66 quarter. That was at auction. But I saw the video yesterday, so I want to say it's recent, but it might not be recent.
Short. This ain't a short. This is old Blue Ridge Silverhound.
No, this was somebody I've never seen before. I don't even know the person's channel. It was one of those videos where it's one of those videos where you watch the short and you see that their head's big and then they go back and then they're commenting while the video, while the thing's in place, while they're doing the pictures and stuff. It's still in my watch history, but I can't get out of it on my phone.
Right.
But I should have wrote it down. It was like a 2 minute. I want to say like a 2 minute video, 3 minute video, maybe, because it was short.
3 minutes is a short. 3 and under is a short.
Yeah, it wasn't that. Obviously, it wasn't that long, but
they had a bunch of
like
fake
60,
channels a while back.
Oh yeah, but this one actually had it had a picture of it. It was graded, but I don't remember the grade. And I'm looking at this photo, and I go, and it's silver, because they said he was talking about. There's no question about its authenticity. It was verified. This is a real quarter. And he's saying this in the video. This was verified by one of the companies. I forget which one. And it's in the case and everything. And I forget what it's selling, but it and you look at the picture, he zooms in and he goes, you could see 1966. He goes, this is a silver quarter. And I'm like, no, that can't be. I mean, like you said, I get 65 with the planchet stuck. I get that, but 66, that had to be made deliberately. There's no way. And they said they found one, but there may be a few other ones floating out there in circulation. But I wish I could remember the guy's name. I guess he's a coin guy, because he was talking about the coin, but I saw it yesterday. I'll have to go back after this stream, and I'll if you can't find it, I'll send you the link. And I'm just like, that's but yeah, they said it's a real 66 quarter. And I said, well, shit. He says something in the video about, look at what rich people do.
MS, I'm looking at one. It's old money prices. It's a 3 minute and 3 minute 15 seconds. It's so it's a little over a short, but he's talking about a 66 quarter. The name of the channel is Old Money Prices, and it's QA, like CAC, a CAC sticker, but it's QA, which is that other one that came in. CAC started grading instead of just verifying grades. CAC started grading too, just like PCGS. So there's going to be a lot of people going over to CAC, so PCGS better lower their prices or their standards or whatever. So anyway, the MS68 1966 quarter, but it doesn't say if it's silver. There's no designation. There's no designation on it. It's just a 66 MS68, and that's it. Beside the serial number, that's it.
Yeah. Well, in the video I saw, he said it's definitely quarter, it's definitely verified, and he showed a picture of it. It looks silver to me. But I mean, anybody could make these with AI now. Anybody can make up, take the 5 off, add a 6, and so I'm like, I don't know. I left a comment. I said, "Are you sure this is verified?" He's like, "No, this is absolutely." He showed me the link, and I clicked on the link, and it was an actual link to an auction. It was $21,000.
A 66 quarter in MS68. That's a lot of money, because those dies wasn't that good back then. So to get a quarter in MS Mint State 68 condition, yeah, that's even better than having a silver quarter.
Oh yeah. Who dat? Who dat? Go Saints. Go Saints. That's right.
Oh, Clay Higgins, boy. I tell you what, he's giving them hell up there on the hill.
What he did now?
Oh, he's holding up for his rights, his constitutional rights, and everybody, his
Well, I know that.
constituents. Clay Higgins,
Yeah.
he's giving he's giving a lot of people hell up there. You know, like, hey, this is the Constitution. This is the way it's supposed to be. This is the law. Why y'all want to keep on changing a law that's doing good? You know, that's keeping people in prison and not letting that. He says, y'all wanting to abolish the prison system. You know, the penitentiaries. Y'all want to let everybody go and tear them down. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all want to get killed? You want your daughter to get raped? All that stuff. Man, he's telling them like it is.
Oh,
You
he's
know how he
always been
was
like
on
that, though.
TV? You know how he was in TV down here, right? He's even better up there.
Yeah. Well, I've seen all the Crime Stopper things he did.
Yep.
I've seen them all. Just remember that score, 63-14.
On eBay, it says 66 Washington quarter for sale, silver. I think $1,100. This is eBay. Ron, what's up?
Zanron's got to go door dashing. I will holler at you. I door dashed earlier. I didn't door dash. I sent off for food, but you know.
1966 Washington quarter, no mint mark circulated. Yeah, everybody's saying no mint mark, no mint mark. That's right. They didn't have no coins had mint marks in 1966. None.
Or 68, I think, 2 million?
65 and 66.
Oh.
Let me see. 67. I'm trying to think.
Wasn't it 67 too? I can't remember.
It could have been. Could have been. It wasn't all like 68 and all that. It wasn't. 68 had a mint mark because San Francisco started making proofs in 68. So it had the S mint mark. So the mint marks came back in 68. Yeah. Because,
I don't know why it stopped.
67, no mint mark. 67, no mint mark. Because of the, they call those the, something series, special mint set. They call them special mint sets. They wasn't uncirculated sets, the uncirculated sets, and they wasn't proof. So it was called SMS, special mint set.
Ah, yeah.
Gotta go DoorDash.
I'll take some liquor. Hey, if you're delivering, I'll take some liquor. I'll tip you. I'll give you a $20 tip. You might have to drive 2,000-3,000 miles, but hey, that's a good tip.
I'll look it up though. I'll try to find look further into it. I think it's kind of making me jittery when I look it up.
What's that? About the quarter?
No. While I'm looking for something else, it's taking up, memory space or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me kind of jittery. I know when I get on Maps, man, Maps, they load a lot. That app, Google Maps, it's not an app, but anyway, on a phone it is. But when I'm on Maps, man, there's so much information that's loading down at one time. When you change screens, when you move in that screen, and it's hitting all them new cities and towns and roads and all that, it's using a lot of information, a lot of data. So it makes me jittery in the panel.
Oh yeah, it'll do that. The only time I ever use Maps is when I'm doing the order and DoorDash and all the things pop up.
But Pine Prairie, I'm gonna have to ask. Mrs. Mama's in Pine Prairie right now. She's been there she's in the to walk, get her back walking. Physical therapy, rehab. She's over there.
Yeah.
She's right down the road from where they have the Boggy Bayou Festival. Soggy
Oh,
Bayou.
okay.
No, Boggy Bayou Festival.
If Zanron's not back in 20 minutes, somebody order a DoorDash.
So Johnny and them must not be playing tomorrow in Pine Prairie, because they usually play every week or every other week in Pine Prairie. So they had practice today at the band house across the street.
Yeah.
I still don't know what they're putting across the street over there. Across this street, I still don't know what they're putting across over there. Some people bought that property and the property behind it on 2nd Street. They had a whole block.
They might tear it down and build a house on it or something.
Oh, they tore all that down. Across the street from me, they tore all that down. Like in my snow video.
Been that long?
No, I'm talking about in my snow video. You can see all them, the office. The office was there, and the little storage shack in the back, for the insurance office, and then an old rent house that a tree had fell on for the storm. A huge sycamore tree fell on that house, and he never did do anything about that tree or anything. So somebody came up, and I guess he had it for sale, and somebody paid him. I forget how much he got for it, because that's commercial. When you got a corner lot on a highway, a major highway,
yep.
You got a corner lot. Burger King would have ate that up. Corner lots just have more room than any other lots, because you can get in and out easy.
Well,
two different ways. You're not all on traffic, When
I grew up, that was a house I lived at, and going down Genie Street, it was all residential, but like going into the part they had, and they had apartments going one side and houses going on the other side was residential. But they had a doctor's office right there across the street from where I lived. And it was a 2-story building. And across the street, like you just walked, and they had Domino's Pizza on the corner, but the whole thing was residential. And then behind me, they had apartments, but it was like 2-story apartments, but they had, on the bottom, they had a dentist, they had an ear, nose, and throat specialist, and they had something else, but then they had enough parking because it was like 4 apartments on the top, because one of my friends lived up there, and they had like a driveway for that. But all those streets were residential, but they fit those things like the Domino's was in the neighborhood because it was on the corner. I think it's still there today. And I just walked across the street right there and got pizza all the time.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, they had another doctor's office, and the damn alarm would keep going off every time. I remember that. This was a 2-story building.
He sold that property, and then they bought the property behind there, and it was full of trees, pecan trees, oak trees. I mean, mature trees, nice. They used to have a house there years ago, and it was in the shade all the time, Perfect place for a house, man. There's like a paconya, or granchania, a grove of trees with a house in the middle. Perfect. And they took all the trees out. They knocked them down. They had all the equipment there. They took the root balls. I'm talking about when I say they knocked them over, it looked like a hurricane knocked them over with them big old roots balls in the air. 10 foot
Oh,
wide,
yeah.
12 foot wide, you know, big old trunks about 4 foot across. That's some good wood, man. They put all that, or no, over here, they put all of that in the roll-offs. And I guess they're going to, you know, bring it at the landfill. But, man, if I'd have been them guys, that owner of that company that knocked all them trees down, I'd have had somebody with some big chainsaws come in and get the main trunks, you know, on the up where you could knock the branches off the sides and put that through a sawmill. You know, pecan, man, that's some expensive wood. And oak, yeah, buddy. So
Man,
anyway,
could've
I
sold
don't
that
know
for
if they
sure.
called Steve up in Mamu or not. I don't know. But anyhow, all that's cleaned out. I mean, all them houses are gone. Excavators went in, grabbed that, threw that in roll-offs and big containers on the back of trucks. They just 20 minutes, that little house was gone.
It's pretty fast.
Oh, yeah. When you get a couple of excavators on it, hell yeah. Somebody knows how to use that machine like they were doing. Oh, yeah. That's the fast way to do it. There ain't no salvaging that. You might get some little short pieces of wood out of it after they empty the roll off. After they empty it, you might get some 4 foot pieces that are good. That's about it.
True that.
I was thinking that because they had some, and they changing poles around here. They changing poles, making them taller and all. Ask me why they doing that.
That's weird.
They doing underground work. The infrastructure underneath, so they had manholes open and all that. They had them big ducts and stuff going in there, blowing cool air in there. I guess I don't know what the guys out underneath are doing. Inspecting something maybe, or they blowing something out or whatever. I don't know. In front of the band house, they had a big tank truck, you know, like a super sucker, like a Max Vac truck with them big 14-inch ducts, you know, either blowing or sucking. They had one. It wasn't a Max Vac. It didn't say that. I didn't see what it said on the door, but it had that pipe going straight out the back like that and then curved down, you know, like this. And there was in the middle of Matt's yard, there's something underground there in the middle of Matt's yard. I never noticed anything. I've been there a million times. I never noticed a plate or nothing in the middle of the yard. So Johnny said he'd find out today for me. He was here yesterday. It was Missy's birthday. Missy's sister's birthday yesterday. And we had it over here.
Oh, SIL. I thought that meant son-in-law. It meant sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law, yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see.
Kat, you still here? I don't know. She was talking about something a while ago about something in the comments.
Probably is. Unless somebody else popped on. But
two lines that sometime when you go there and put on messages you can see. So you have the live and come back in or something.
Good thing I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna take a nap. Tomorrow I'm gonna be out sleeping. You know what tomorrow is, right?
Tomorrow? Well, I know. Oh, shit. Today? Well, no, I ordered some stuff that I got on deal, a Prime deal, Amazon.
Today, don't talk about that.
Yesterday and day before, well, let's see, the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th, which is today. It was
it's 26th also.
Tomorrow?
But
really?
Yeah,
I thought it was only 3 days.
Nah, I said 26. Actually, for the people that's buying, it's only for those 4 days. But for the warehouse, it's all month. Because I'm in the warehouse.
What you mean the warehouse?
The Amazon warehouse, where the stuff's getting through. Because I talk to the employees, and they tell me, I wish it was only for a week. They're working 14 and 15-hour shifts and getting a shitload of overtime. Because I was talking to the guy today, and he goes, it's all month long. He goes, it's the whole month all the way till the end of July for them
who?
because, well, here's the thing. You can get the prices for Prime. It's only for those 4 days, 23rd through 26th. However, it takes time to get in and stuff like that. So they got to deal with all them packages. So they said it's
yeah.
for them. So
Gotcha.
for them, Prime it's not a week, it's a month. Because
Okay.
literally I couldn't walk in. It was hard to walk around today. I'm just like, geez.
So they'll be
But yeah,
getting packages ready to ship out for the whole month. Gotcha.
Look, they got so many trailers in the dock. They were blocking all the damn garbage cans. I mean, the dumpsters. They had
Can't do nothing about that. Walk around, pick it up, and put it somewhere, and then come back and get it later.
Well, they supposed to dump it every day. Well, Waste Management's like, we're not going to dump it if they had six empty trailers sitting there. The whole dockyard was full, and there's still people with trucks coming, and they were like, I don't know what we're going to do. And I said, I don't know either, but the trash needs to get changed. So y'all need to get them trailers away from the dumpsters so them trucks can empty that trash. Because I don't know where to put the trash at. Once it gets full, I ain't got no special magical place. I said, it's going to sit outside, you know.
I see, Cat, I see that,
I say
what?
Cat's there.
Yeah. Cat, I see that you said hello to Joe Brown. Do you know him? See, Yeti said, yo, Joe.
Judge Joe Brown? Wait, we got a celebrity in here?
Yeah, Joe Brown, Judge Joe Brown. Who was that? Oh, that other judge. What was his name? He was the one that, man, he made a lot of people laugh all the time. He
Judge
passed
Mathis?
away. He passed away. No, he was an older guy. He was a judge for years and years, but he was a TV judge. I think, I forget. Oh, you don't? Okay. All right. I was just
Ed
wondering.
Koch? Someone Ed Koch? The former man in New York City?
No, not him. This was, he passed away, I don't know, a couple of months ago, 3-4 months. He was a lenient judge, but he was strict too.
Oh, there's a bunch of them out there.
He was
TV
known. He was known. Let me see. TV judge that just passed away. TV judge.
I haven't heard of anything recently.
Frank Caprio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he had the
88 years old.
That's the guy that's got the that's the guy, if I'm not mistaken, who had the YouTube Caught in Providence. I think that's the guy. He had a YouTube channel, and it was in Rhode Island. It's a TV show, but it's on YouTube. I think that's the guy.
Yeah, he's his emphatic approach to traffic and municipal violations in Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah, okay.
Millions of fans worldwide. Millions of fans.
Oh, yeah. His YouTube channel had 20-30 million.
Yeah, well, he
probably more
away,
than that. I didn't realize that. He was 88. I didn't realize he was that old. He didn't look that old. He didn't look like he was in his 80s. He looked like he was in his 50s or 60s.
Yeah, some of those video, even the latest videos, some of those were probably like a year old, 2 years old.
Yeah.
Because, production, editing, and, all that stuff. Just like Curse of Oak Island. We're waiting on last year's to come up now. You know, for last year when they were digging, because the ones we just watched this past winter from Curse Oak Island was last year. Well, 2005. No, 2004. We're gonna be watching 2005's digs or whatever they were exploration from 2005 this year from Oak Island. Because they go
I
from when they
can't do it.
start
I'll make
and
your
they
mod
can't when they
eventually,
get
Cat.
too
I
cold.
just can't. I can't do it on my phone. I used to be able to do it on my laptop pretty thing,
What's
but I
that?
can't do it on my.
What?
She wanted to tap on it to see who Joe Brown was, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Oh. No, all it says is he's I think he's a brand new sub. Well, it's a few months old. It
Oh,
says
okay.
B Stimmerman.
Okay. That's all good.
Joined
Who, as they say.
February 13th. I remember he came in the stream February 14th. It was Valentine's Day. He came in the stream. I said, "Oh, that's a brand new one." He says he made this channel yesterday. I think I know who it is. I'm pretty damn sure I know who it is.
Well, obviously, if they know my channel, they must know me. So,
Oh yeah, you just know him as another name.
One
of the other mods had kicked him out, and I got him kicked back in.
Of my streams or yours?
This one.
Oh. Okay.
On my stream. Anyways, one of the mods got him out, and I got him back in.
Oh.
He knew too much. He knew too much. Imagine that.
Yeah.
You know, first date. I mean, just made the channel, then he comes into your channel and knows too much about us. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, they got my spy network out there in all 50 states and 5 million countries and stuff. But yeah.
No, I was just wondering if you knew him, Cat, because you know, he came from somewhere, which I know where he came from, but
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I can go in my phone after this stream. I'll go on my phone and hit the magic button. I just can't do it now because my phone's a little wonky, and if I go out, I might not be able to get back in the damn thing. But
now I'm gonna look up that quarter tonight too. I can get some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah.
Boy, got a little too fast on that one now.
Yeah. I got my Coke sitting over here. Hey. There we go. It's not really cold anymore, but I'm still drinking it. I want to try to stay up to watch the World Cup tonight when the USA beat Turkey. I should be able to pick it up on my antenna because I pick up Fox pretty decent, but I didn't know they already played 2 games. I missed 2 USA games already, but they won both of them. But no. I think I got all the stickers to the World Cup thing so far. If I don't have them all, I'm pretty close to them all. I think I got about 40 mods in my channel, and I only see maybe 3 of them pop up. Maybe 4 at any given time. Oh. I'm like, all my mods disappeared. And this coffee break is brought to you by Coffee Breaks Anonymous. I don't know. If you got the coffee, I'll drink it. If you ain't got the coffee, then I'm not allowed to drink it. But no, I got the notification. Sometimes I get the notification to my own channel. And I'm like, I'll be streaming for 2 hours and I'll get a message. Phil Guy is live. And they go, I am? I didn't realize that. Thank you for telling me.
Good nugget. I'm gonna have to go pretty quick. My soaking waters, I don't want it to get cold. It's been in there an hour or more than an hour.
Just get a torch and low torch that sucker.
Damn, yeah, because that's a cast iron tub, so yeah, it'll get hot. As long as you don't blow through it, be all right. Don't hit the oxygen.
Oh yeah, man. If you gotta go, you gotta go.
When I was just talking about, soak my hip and my back. I really didn't feel like a super hot soak. That's why I was hearing right now. One of my notifications was delayed.
Yeah, that's the YouTube sabotage.
I don't get on my Google, my Gmail. I used to get in the social section of my email. The social is for social, YouTube and stuff, and like if I would comment on somebody's video, okay, and then somebody would reply back to me, that would come up in that section of my email. Or if somebody comments on my video, a video that I make or a live stream that I do, I don't get none of that no more. The only thing I get is when I go live on my channel. When I go live,
and it tells me you going live.
It lets me know that I'm live.
Yeah, I get the notification from people when they go live. It sends it to my email still. But
really?
I like when it says
in email.
I do,
but I get it in notifications up here on that little bell, right top right.
Yeah,
you got a bell up there, and it says notifications. You click on that, and it'll tell you who went live, who said what, and to you. But it'll hold it for so long that somebody replied to your comment or whatever. It'll hold that only so long, and then it'll go away. That's why sometimes I'll miss a comment, a reply to one of my comments, because it'll be like more than 12 hours old or something.
Yeah, I like what it says. Field Guy 316 is now live on your channel. And I go, really? I'm live on my own channel? How did that happen?
Yeah.
And then when I end the stream, Twitch will give me a summary notification. It'll say, it'll say your Twitch summary is ready. Probably like 10 minutes, 20 minutes after I do the in the stream. And it'll show me how many comments, who commented. And it tells me, it used to say ad revenue, but it doesn't do that anymore. So But you too, fix your notifications. Because everybody should be notified that I go live. Even the people I don't know. So. I got Zanron's notification 4 days later.
I got one. I was up early, I think. Yeah, when was this? It was a couple of nights ago or something. Zanron was live, and I went there.
About 4 or 5 in the morning sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, but I was doing something, and I clicked on the notifications. I want to see what was up, and it said Zanron was live. You know, it said like Zanron was live, like, I don't know, a half hour ago, 30 minutes ago or something. So I click on it. Sure enough, he was live. Cat was there. Cat and I think what's that other name in here?
The
Yeti.
Ruyen? Oh yeah.
Yeti, are you?
I said,
are you Yeti? Are you Yeti?
this is what I said. Yeah. I said every time I told Kat, I said every time you go Zanron stream, the protocol is to say, "Who that? Go Saints." But she won't do it. But she says Vikings suck because of Elvis. So
oh, she knows Elvis, poor thing.
well, Elvis goes in the stream. Zanron made Elvis a mod, and I'm not a mod in this stream, so but that's when he demodded everybody. But
I used to be a mod in a Zanron stream, but this last time I went in, I wasn't.
No, he demodded everybody because he explained to me. He demodded everybody because people were apparently misusing the wrenches and timing out people they shouldn't, I guess. So I'd always be there too, but I'm sleeping a lot. But so I'll get it back. You know what's funny though? Like, and it's not a big deal to me because I don't care about being a mod. I'm not a mod in Wayne's stream, but everybody else is. Go figure on that one. But like I said, I don't really care too much about it. I noticed that though. I'm like, somebody that's been in this stream 2 days is a mod. And I go, how did that happen? But not really a big deal. I just point that out sometimes. I'm like, well.
Yeah, well, I got when I hit the bell, I had set my alarm. I didn't hear the alarm, but I did forget my phone in here though. So anyway,
I should have. I figured you were still napping.
I got up right at 7 or 5 after 7, and then I got me a cup of coffee, and because it was Misty saw me getting up, so she made a fresh pot. Well, she just got it. The pot was ready. She just poured the water in the top. That's all. 3 minutes or less on a bun. So anyway, so she brought me some coffee, and I checked my email. Damn it, the link was in the email. So I did that, and then and Miss C had got my soak ready, and that was right before I jumped in with you, and you was on for like 12 minutes, I think. And when I saw
I should have pushed it. I should have pushed it back to like 7:05 or something. I just said 7, but
why?
I don't know.
No, that was good. Anyway, I had set the alarm for 6:30, and I didn't hear it go off. But anyway, I woke up on my own. So
yeah, I did a stream last night, but I forgot to. I forgot to message you. I didn't realize you were busy. I figured you were napping or something. Because Wayne's like, where's Cajun? I said, I'm like, I don't. I said I said he's either in one of 3 places. He's eating, he's napping, or whatever. And Wayne goes, leave Cajun alone. Stop bothering him while he's eating. And I'm like, How am I bothering him while he's eating? Because I said on the stream, Cajun, are you awake? Pop in the stream. And he's like, leave Cajun alone. I'm like, I'm not bothering him eating, trust me. But, you know. Yeah, if I can remember how to do it on my phone, I'll make you a mod, Cat. I think I remember. I just don't. I got like 40-something mods, but they don't really come in. Most of them don't even come on to the stream anymore. But I don't demod. I don't go and demod everybody. That's just, I don't want to do that shit. You know. I got it down from like 60. So I got it down a few years ago to like, I think 40. But might get it down to like 20. But I only mod people certain, like, of course, if I know them, like, or whatever, but or something like that. I'm a mod in some channels, but I don't.
I'm a mod in a lot of channels, a lot of coin channels, especially, you know, like dropping links and stuff. I didn't want to be a mod in one, and then I changed my mind about 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later. They had this kid, like about a 7-year-old, I want to say, or 8. And it was like in every coin channel, in every YouTube channel he would be at, I want to be a mod, you know, I want a blue wrench. And, you know, well, he had a YouTube channel, and he had some videos, and you can tell he had the camera pointed toward him. You know, he had a laptop, I guess, whatever, or another camera, and you could tell he was about 7 or 8 years old. You know, and you're not real responsible, you know, with power, you know, and being a mod to a kid, that's power. You know, being a moderator, you have power over other people. Well, it was coin hunting couple, and Parker was a mod. And so, and he was the only mod in there. And coin hunting couple, they would do the $50 rolls like Rob Finds Treasure. They were getting up there, and they were a good sized channel, you know, 30, 40,000 subscribers, what have you. So they did need an extra mod. And Parker said, Cajun, you know, get Cajun to be a mod. And I'm like, oh, no, I ain't babysitting nobody. No, I ain't, no, So I said it politely, though. You know, I ain't babysitting no little young moderators in here. So anyhow, that little kid I was talking about, he said, I want to be a mod. And he was bugging them to start with anyway. So they said, okay, you're a mod. And they gave him a blue wrench. Not even 10, 15 minutes later, man, he had to test his power. He hid somebody. He blocked somebody.
I hate when they do that.
Uh-oh. And I don't know how I saw that, but I didn't see him comment, I think is what happened. Or I seen the notice saying so-and-so got timed out or whatever. I didn't know you could not be a mod and see that, though. But anyway, I think it showed it or something. I forgot. And I'm like, okay, go ahead and give me a wrench. You know, take his away, though. So.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, Cat, I've had mods that have tried to destroy my channel already. And Cajun knows one person who I'm talking about.
I didn't know that happened. For whatever reason. I know the guy, but I didn't know all that happened.
Oh, yeah. He two-faced that guy, yeah. And he just kind of, I don't know, he just turned on me one night. Just, I don't know, didn't do anything to him. He just, I don't know. just weird shit, and just I don't know, just started banning. I just started because when you got the rent, you can go back in past streams and start deleting people and shit, and that's what he was doing, banning people, and people telling me, oh well, I can't get in the chat, I'm hidden, and I go in my list, and I'd be like, sure enough, I got all these people, like all the people that can't come in my chat, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? So you really got to be cautious, and you got to know the people you're giving the wrenches to. You really have to trust them. Because if you hand out wrenches to everybody, like some of these channels, they'll hand out a wrench to everybody. Oh, here's a wrench, here's a wrench, here's a wrench.
Well, that way they they can't time nobody out because they're all moderators.
Yeah, true. I guess so. But I guess that's giving them everybody's got an even playing field.
I think Big T, the first one I've seen do that was Big T years ago. Just made everybody a mod. That way nobody could time somebody out. Now,
yeah, I remember
there's one guy that he went rogue, and I mean, when he went rogue, he went rogue. Phil guy knows who I'm talking about, Lincoln.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that guy he was just a hater. If he didn't like you, he'd tell you, and he'd cuss you out in other, like on Facebook, in coin communities and stuff. He'd cuss you out, call you bitch, and all that stuff. Yeah, he called some women bitches one time. Man, I mean, he just hated people to hate them. And if you really want to get on his bad side, and the bad thing about it is, like me and Phil Guy, we knew we would go to channels that we were not mods on, and he would time us out.
Yeah, little bastard would start timing me out.
He would hide our bids, my bids at least.
Well, I never been in the office, but yeah.
I know, and he did it so he could get the stuff. And I found out because somebody told me that he was hiding my bids. And I went and I guess he didn't know that I knew the host of the live stream real good. So anyhow, the guy gave me a blue wrench. I'm like, I thought to myself, try to hide my stuff now, my bids now. Anyway, he passed away. Now, a lot of people was glad he did too. A lot of people, because man, he made a lot of people mad. I mean, real mad. They reported him to YouTube and all that. YouTube never did shit.
That's what I'm saying. YouTube doesn't. They will always pro troll. They always was. They say, "Oh, we're taking measures to act against trolls and hacking and shit." No, they never did. You would report it and they'd say, "Oh, we can't find anything wrong," or "Oh, we don't know what's going on." Or see, when Twitch with these Twitch bots, I file reports. Soon as I file a report, I get an instant answer. Oh, yes, you put in for spam if they're putting the Discord crap in and stuff. Oh, yes, we decided to take action. Their channel is no longer blah, blah. YouTube, it'll take like 2 weeks, and then you'll get a response of, oh, we can't find anything wrong. It's like, really? So, that was always crazy. Oh, I got haters, Cat. I got 3 or 4 haters that decided to make a YouTube live stream, put my title, my screen name in the title, calling me certain names. But what they did, I remember what's her name did that to me, and all her people kept coming in my live stream asking me why I'm an asshole and this and that, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. "Oh, so and so streaming right now." I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "All right, let me jump in the stream." I jumped in the stream and I said, "Hey, thanks for the publicity." Because she goes, "I'm not going to ban you like you banned me." And I said, I didn't ban you in my stream. To this day, I didn't ban this person. But she
Well,
keeps
you
going
know who
around saying
did,
I
though.
banned her.
You know who did,
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it wasn't me. It was one of my mods. But I agree with the mod doing it, but I didn't do it.
Oh, I thought it was that other person that was banning a lot of people.
Oh, that person. Yeah, that's a different person. That's the other person. That's the Canadian bastard. That person. The other one I'm talking about is the one who like became a traitor. Like, I don't have many rules in my chat, but I said stop saying a specific phrase to me, and they kept doing it, and it just pissed me off. And they got pissed at me. Take away my mod. I sent that money. I sent that food money. And I said, here's your $4 back. Choke on it.
Money. I sent that fool
Yeah.
money.
You know she is. She's in Houston.
That was a good voice right there.
Yeah, that's how she talks. I don't have to tell you who I'm talking about. You know, but I mean, like, she's a Saints fan and everything, and she kept, oh, the Saints cheated, and then she started saying all kinds of shit about me. I said, wait a minute, you're in my stream talking shit about me in my stream, and you're a mod. And I'm like, nah, because I'd asked her like 3 times, please stop saying this particular word. And she kept doing it anyway. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm like, if you don't want to respond, I'm just going to have to ban your ass. And that's when she got pissed at me. Take away my mod, blah, blah. I'm never coming here anymore. And then got on and then made a live stream for 3 hours. And we're like on live stream, just calling me every name in the book. But by doing that, she had 30 people in the chat. By doing that, all those people were coming in my live stream. That's how I found out she went live. I'm still doing my live stream, and my numbers go from like 30 to like 70 in like 2 minutes. And I go, what the hell's going on? And all her people are like talking shit in my stream, and I'm just like, oh, okay, she's live. I said, all right, that's fine. I said, that's fine. I said, I'll be in there in a few minutes. I did 2 hours. I kept going. I did like a 4-hour live stream. I ended my stream. 2 hours later, she's still in that stream talking shit about me. 2 hours later. I jumped in and I said, hey, what's going on? And she goes, oh, you're finally here. Now I can tell you shit to your face. And I said, I don't care what you do. I mean, honestly, it's your channel. You can talk shit about me all you want. I said, but here's the thing. I can start up another live stream and talk shit about you. And I said, in fact, I'm going to do that. And I did. And I got a bunch of people in that chat. But some people are too petty. I mean, seriously. All you do is give that person publicity. Because I got a shitload of watch hours that night from all these people I didn't even know coming in my stream calling me various names. I said, hey, thanks for the views. You can call me whatever. I wasn't even blocking them. I wasn't even blocking any of them. I was just like, well, a few of them I knew. But I wasn't even blocking any of them. I said, shit, come on in. You want to call me an ass? That's fine with me. And I had to explain to people. I was like, okay, she's in my stream. And I'm like, don't do this. And she's flipping me off and basically saying, I'm going to do this anyway. And then gets pissed at me because I tell this person to stop. The logic here, right? But let's say I'm in your channel and you say, don't say the word banana. And I keep saying banana, and you say, please stop doing that. And then they keep doing it anyway. And then you say, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to take your wrench away or something like that. Or, you keep doing it, stop doing it. And then they get mad at you because you banned them. But they wouldn't listen to you before. That's the logic I was dealing with this crazy lady. And then she wants to make a big deal about she gave me $4. I refund. I said, if you You worried about $4. I said, here you go. Went to PayPal. Here's your $4 back. Choke on it. Shit. I mean, that's what I should have did. But I should have gave her $5 and here, you made $1 profit. Leave me alone.
Damn.
But it's just I don't.
I'm gonna get in my soaker. See
Hey,
if
go
I can
ahead.
ease up that back and that hip. Sometimes it helps, a good bit, but sometimes it don't. I guess it don't matter. It don't care for how. Oh, water. Boy, I tell you what, I'm hurting right now. And I tell you what, man, when I get in that tub, that's such a tall tub.
You might not get out.
That clawfoot, I got trouble getting in and out, and it hurts more. When I get in, when I get out, I'm all that hot water done kind of loosened up the joints or whatever you call it. The muscles and tendons and ligaments and all that. But man, my toes, they'll fix it. They'll do stuff. They'll contort like I ain't never seen nerves do. Toes, them nerves are like man. I didn't know my feet could do that. I never could put my big toe on top of my other one, right next to it, whatever. Do like that. I never could do that. But man, my feet do all kind of weird. That left foot does all kind of crazy shit when I go to get in the tub.
Crazy. Oh, the
nerves
on
man,
right now.
A doctor can pinpoint a nerve and make your foot do this, do that, whatever, and whether you feel it or not. But I know mine felt mine. They're like, watch this, and he did that, and they're like, whoa, what? And he says, yeah, when you know the pinpoints, on in a certain area, you can make certain things do that. And it's just like hitting a button on a relay or whatever, like on the kickboxing man or whatever. You hit a button and his leg moves like that. Kick somebody. Yeah. Yeah. So that by that, on a person that works. It'll make your leg do that or whatever, and you don't even feel it. But I tell you what, they can make you feel it if they want to. Pressure points and all that.
That's crazy. Oh, damn. The game's already on. It's 1-1. USA 1, Turkey 1, 10 minutes in. Huh. They said I gotta figure
I checked the scores a while back, and I noticed that USA had won both of them.
I didn't know they played two games. They won 2-0 against Australia. I don't know but they're playing in Los Angeles.
And Messi, he won all of his. Yeah, he won. His team won, but he made all the goals, if I'm not mistaken. So far this year. All right,
about right.
I'll catch y'all later. If you still on, I'll jump back in.
I might be.
Oh, you're gonna go watch the football. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm moving my antenna around. I mean, I might do it, but yeah, I want to tell you tomorrow. Look, you might want to do a stream tomorrow because tomorrow's 6/26/2026, June 26th, 2026. Right. I was doing it at work today, and I went 6. I was writing it out. I went 6/26/26, and I went. Okay, then we got something here. But I'm probably going to end the stream. Been on 2 hours already. I want to save some time for the rest of the month.
Right.
Damn, that got you.
All right. See you later, Cat. Good seeing you again there. And see how I glitched a little bit. I need to turn my maps off. All right. Y'all take care. Y'all know the routine. Love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. I play top.
See you later, Cajun. All right, yeah, I'm moving my antenna around. It's hard to get Fox They said 10 o'clock. I didn't think it was 9 o'clock, but, you know, I should have figured when they said 10 o'clock it was Eastern, and I'm not Eastern. I'm Central. So, but it's 1-1. Keep missing these damn World Cup games. I ain't watched one yet. My antenna, I got to hold it up in the air. I don't know. Come on. Come on now. Work. I don't even know if I can get the damn signal. I might have to put it over here and rig it. But anyways, I'm on end the stream, so I appreciate all y'all popping in. I might do another one tomorrow. I don't know. Try to get Cajun to do a stream tomorrow. You know, get in there and do whatever. But so I gotta move this antenna around so I can pick up the game. I had it for a split second. It's just Fox 8 is just one of the hardest channels to pick up in my room. It always is. You know, when I move back on the other side of town, I'll have a better shot at picking it up. But I appreciate all y'all for popping in, and y'all have a good night. And I'll see y'all next time, of course. And who dat? Go Saints.